Hi guys, Jeff here from TAP. Just got a really interesting EV problem in today. I thought just want to share it with you. So this is an early model Nissan LEAF, 2011 model, so she's a few years old already. And we've got a problem with the high voltage battery. So she charges it to 100%, leaves it parked in the garage for 3 or 4 days, goes back to it and it's down to 50% state of charge. So again, she's losing charge of the high voltage battery when it's just parked in the garage. But what's interestingly happening, obviously, as you may or may not know, but we still have a 12 volt battery. It's charged by a DC to DC charger. So from high voltage DC down to your 14 volts to charge the battery. And interesting enough, this particular vehicle, if we look at the LEDs which are on the dashboard here, you can see our far right one here is flashing just intermittently. That shouldn't be doing that. That's indicating that the 12 volt charger or the 14 volt charger is actually working at the moment. So at the moment, even though the car is switched off and locked up for all intents and purposes, at the moment it's telling us that the 14 volt charger, that DC to DC charger, is actually charging this battery for some bizarre reason. And that's what's kicking down that state of charge of the high voltage battery over time. She's got it parked in a garage for 4 or 5 days and she goes back to it. That's where that charge is going in charging this battery. So first up, obviously it's an aftermarket battery. First thing we want to do is make sure 100% that that's the correct battery for this vehicle, because if it's not, the battery management system might be sensing that and therefore starting to charge it, thinks it needs charging. It does have an amp clamp here on the negative battery terminal, so that's how it's monitoring what's happening with the battery. But at the moment, if I put a voltmeter on that, it's running at 14 volts, 14.3 volts. So it is actually telling me that it's on, and it is. So we've got to get to the bottom of why the vehicle is trying to charge this battery when it doesn't necessarily need to. So first up, make sure it's 100% the correct battery, and then we're going to do some further testing and I'll let you know how we go. But an interesting one, learning about those warning system on the Nissan LEAFs, so what's actually happening and why we're losing state of charge of our high voltage battery. Hope that helps you out. And again, from an EV hybrid point of view, keep an eye out for our training, which we're rolling out across Australia, and we'll be releasing some further training later this year and into next year. So see you next time.